Okay guys, picking up where we left off, and actually that last Tangle, I want you to be able to see that I did decide to go ahead, since I wasn't crazy about it. Like in Tangle with a lot of art, if you don't like something, then do something else to it. I filled in with the Sharpie, and I went ahead and shaded a little bit with the pencil. So those are two easy steps, and I think I like it a lot better now. Moving right along, doing another little square on my sheet of paper. This one I call Pokey Leaf. And technically I don't call it Pokey Leaf. A lot of the Tangle people call it Pokey Leaf. So what I've done is I've drawn kind of a little curved rectangle, or it kind of looks a little bit like a stem, and then done a little leaf shape around it. And I'm just repeating this over and over. There's really no rhyme or reason to where I'm putting these artists. I'm just putting them wherever I feel like putting them. And I'm letting them run off the page. And I'm kind of letting some of these leaves kind of grow out of one another. So. Okay, now I've got that going. I think I'm going to go ahead. I might add a little bit of a pattern within the leaf. What am I going to do? I might just do some light lines, kind of going straight. You can see I was sitting there thinking for a second, what should I do? And that's what I'm going to do. So there's really any number of endless possibilities to what I could have done. If you are doing this Pokey Leaf with me, which you should be, and you decide you want to try a different kind of pattern within the leaf, that's fine. Or if you just want to go with me on this, then that's great too. Today's all about experimenting and figuring out things that we like within our own Tangle style. Okay, so now I've got those little leaves going. What am I going to do next? I think I'm going to fill in, at least within each little leaf, I'm going to fill in the little stem, like so. So now I've got those going easy peasy. Do I want to leave those as is? You know, I think I'm going to leave that right there for right now, because I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I want to live with it a little bit and then come back to it and decide what I'm going to do. And that is totally doable, guys. Next thing, I'm going to do another little shape to draw within. Now this time I'm making it just kind of a taller rectangle rather than just a square. And do some lines across. No, perfectionist, you may not have a ruler, just go with it. Now when you get to your final Tangle animal or square one project, whatever you decide you're doing, and you want a ruler at that point, that's fine. But today we're just practicing. Now within each little space, or little band across or row across, I'm going to do some evenly spaced out diagonal lines. And I'm going to do my next row. And notice how I'm making these parallel lines match up to a point. So it's almost like it looks like arrows going that way. I'm going to do the same thing right here. So I'm just repeating the same thing over and over. Okay. So now, I don't know why I'm taking that lid off. Now I'm looking at it, and I know it might just look like arrows going this way or arrows going this way. I want you to kind of flip your mind and think about if these were steps going up. Can you see it? I'm going to help you see that more if you can't already see it, and maybe you already do. I'm going to just lightly with my pen, do some parallel lines going with the direction or with the shape of these little steps going one way. Going along with that shape. Okay, so can you see it now? Can you see it how it kind of just looks like steps? That is very simple, very straightforward. I could add patterns on top. I'm just going to leave that very simple for right now. I like the simplicity of that. Moving right along, let's see, where am I at as far as my time goes? Pretty good. Okay, Oh, the choices are endless. I'm going to go with the swirl right here. Now, on my swirl, I could go ahead and loop that around to make it a little center circle if I wanted to. Might bring that in just a little bit more. There we go. Now, with my swirl, I'm going to go ahead and start to add some little slightly curved C's or smiley faces. Not faces, but just little mouth. Kind of going around like so. Now, after this, maybe I will do a couple of curved lines that are kind of parallel with that swirl. These are definitely not perfect. So don't worry about making these perfect, guys. Maybe right here, I'm going to switch over and start to do some little ovals going around. Again, I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go along. Just figuring out what I feel like putting there, what might look good. I could really sit here and do this for hours. This is really relaxing. Okay, so for time's sake, I'm switching over to my Sharpie. I think I made it just big enough that I could maybe go in and fill in a little bit with my Sharpie. I'm just going to alternate once again with my Sharpie, just for contrast, filling in and leaving blank, filling in and leaving blank. So now you can see I've alternated those. That looks pretty cool. Maybe I wish I would have done that a little bit further. That's just what I'm going to learn today, though. If I would have done that pattern a little bit further, I think I might have been pretty happy with that. These lines right here, I think I might just go ahead and shade them a little bit in the beginning. So I'm pressing down a little bit harder with my pencil right here. Still using just kind of the side of that pencil and letting it fade up as it goes out. And then I'm going to leave that, maybe white right there, and then maybe I'll shade a little bit on this end too. I'm just going to see how that looks. Again, it's all about trying it out today and seeing what you like and what you don't like. So you learn just as much from the ones that you don't like, artists, as the ones you do like. So there's a small victory dance to be done, even in the ones that you don't love. There we go. Actually, I kind of like that. I'm digging how it's looking. I'm going to grab my pen now. I'm going to put, maybe you can do 3 little dots in each one of these guys. And I'm pretty happy with that. And, you know, I could Don't want to do it? I'm going to go for it. I could fill in this little area in between each little oval or leaf pattern. Maybe I'll regret doing it. That's okay. This is all about experimenting today, trying it out, having fun.